Hello, everybody. Today, my topic is incorporating action center, which is type 891 or MBTI, ENTJ, ESTJ, INTP, ISTP, ISFJ, and ISTJ, the trait in INTJ. Now, this is a bit long, so what I do is I just add this actions trait, like what they do in the action center people, which are 891 for Enneagram, in me because I'm an INTJ. For me, I think type 8 is ENTJ, ESTJ, type 9 is INTP, ISTP, and type 1 is ISFJ, ISTJ. Of course, this is just my analysis, so it can be other type as well. I just roughly include some of the type here. So the main thing here, the topic is to add the action center in me. Now, so what I add in myself is I do things spontaneously by following the guts, following the flow. If my sixth sense tell me to do certain thing, I just follow it, I just do it. There's no analysis really involved. It's just merely go with the momentum. And I also add some fun time or attention. Like it doesn't matter. I enjoy these moments. I am great. I am doing good. I like this, and I'm gonna strive for everything, whatever it takes. Just follow the flow and just do it. So when you follow the flow, you don't have fear, you don't think about future, you don't think about now, you don't have any consequences, you just focus now. And then you think at the same time and act now. It's linking the emotions, thinking and action together. So I also like have this good feeling about myself, like also instill some of the elements, like look at me, like doing some performance, like want to be seen. They always want to be seen, but I thought I don't need this, but recently I realized that I need it, but I'm not too sure how to do it. But I think I am more different than last time. Even though I'm INTJ, I feel like very good. And down, no matter what happened, I'm able to come up really fast. It means that I'm able to start to perform faster than last time, instead of like keep on analyzing. So I think having these actions, uh, do these things is really important for everyone. Okay, so for them is I want to survive. Well, for me, everything is very basic. So when people take away, I feel pain. And sometimes I don't even realize that. So now I more realize, I am more aware of what I want. Okay, so what I want is I want to do good, I want to perform, I want to implement it. Like I want to enjoy the joy of implementations, the actions on the go, and the good feeling of I'm able to get it done. Look at me, I'm contributing. So it's more like being accepted and being recognized, being able to contribute and able to be useful. Uh, Sort of like that. The feeling is that when you follow the flow, when you follow the guts feeling, the sixth sense, it's always like it's create another different emotions, and it's good. It's a good feeling, and I start to realize that I always extremely low profile and almost never exists, but everyone wants to be noticed, wants to be seen, be remembered at some point. I realized that the defect of not wanting anything and the most minimal that I can get I started to realize that this is not really a good thing because I often uh, ignore it or just doesn't put any importance in anything of my real needs. And I'm struggling to understand what are my new real needs until I incorporate some of other people's traits, like other types, and take actions. Action is always something I lack of, and it works. And I see things more sharply, more accurate, more fast. I know like whether this research is gonna yield um, great results or not. But the sixth sense of it is faster, more accurate, and I cut down all of this unnecessary research and cut down the research time and only focus on something that which is workable. That's a good side of what I see in having following the good sense or this actions centered people what they do, and this is really something that I never expect, and I really looking forward and amazed and enjoy the moments, and I get more done, and I found that my skills become better, my research more solid, more sophisticated every single time, every single day, every single week as I progress. I feel much better about myself because of I know this is working, and I also um, I don't really do this one because for me I think bragging it's bragging, but I do have this appropriateness, the sense of appropriateness. So, however, for them it's like absolutely important. They will do whatever to get it, regardless ethical or not. I know this might be very offensive, but there are some people like that. It's not all people like that, but there are some people like that. Okay, so they don't really care how they do it. There's no ethical things, there's no moral there as long as it's accepted in the society. So that's why you can see that there are groups of people having group raids or group bullies because the group dictates that. So in order to manage those images, they will just do it. So it's very dangerous in my point of view that if we omit those feelings or the thinking process, what is ethical, what is not, what's appropriate or not, if we just merely follow the feeling of the flow, it's a very dangerous thing. Um, However, I really start to enjoy the on the go, on the flow, and on the moments now. Instead of withdrawing, I go to what I've done right. Like I will look back the results that I produced, the persons that I contributed, like I make a difference, the feedback, the good feedback. I make this happen. So this is about CBT. If you study psychotherapy, um, one of it is called CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. So I focus on what I can do and I pat on myself on what I've done right. And after this, like when I focus what I've done right, then it's easier for me to look back, analyze again, like what I've done wrong. So I react much faster the results of implementing this. Even though I'm still an introvert, but I am more able to welcome all sort of challenge, that kind of um, guts feeling or that kind of like no matter what happened, it doesn't matter, that kind of feelings, that kind of emotions, that kind of state. Of course I need to constantly challenge myself, but it's really difficult because at the same time you need to do a lot of research until it's kind of complete as a system. uh, I still struggle between how far should I complete it because I always want to get better and better, more sophisticated. And when I read something new or read or get information, new information. I want to get to know how this thing's gonna incorporate in the current system to make it much better and how beautiful is it. So that's why I think like it's very good to be involved myself in something like ENTP. What they do, they constantly on the go of challenges, different kind of weird challenges. They are not scared in any kind of experiences. I think that is something that I definitely want to do in the future. So that's why it's very unique and very interesting combinations when ENTP, who is supposed to use the brain, is because they are thinking center people according to Enneagram, but because they have extremely high energy according to Enneagram as well, and and they are extrovert and they are a P, they just do everything everywhere. It's very interesting to see them, and I think this is a good things for me if I'm able to conquer those challenges and build out using this one in these challenges, then I will feel even much greater and do a lot of very, very useful contributions. A big one. I used to do that, but sometimes I tend to, because I need to do a lot of routine as well. You cannot run away from that unless you train people, you lead people to do that, or you find some substitutes. But anyway, so I get my needs. I did not know that I have such a need that to be accepted, to be seen, to be put importance, like people acknowledge my existence, accept me. I don't really feel so much about it, but actually I have that one. And also, like I always mentioned about this one, I want to be calm all the time, manage my emotions. I am very, very particular in my emotions, very sincere, at least to myself. I will always be very clear. Even though it's not clear, I try to understand. That's the key, to be calm all the time and be and understand what motivates people, how to get things done, and how to make the system better, how to educate them, how to make it like all the process, how to list out. It's a very interesting and extremely useful things to complete my systems, and I get things done just like that. And communications or training or explaining to people becomes much easier and more instant. Okay, so and whenever I feel down, I'm after this one, I am able to come up from that down emotions instead of like going to the downward spiral, keep on like analyzing again and again, because it seems like because I always on the goal of implementation on the good part, like I focus on the right things to do that I've done or that will contribute to my finance or something that I can see or can sense. I do a bit like sensing thing, like contributions to my success. When I focus on that, I think because of the actions on this part, that's why I am able to come out from those down or negative emotions and have more positive feelings and kind of forget about those already. But still, I will still come back and analyze it, and so that I can make sure that I get all the emotions organized. So challenges is a key. Challenges for me, I always questions about this. Difficulties, yeah, it's always there. And people are not cooperating or things are not go according to the plan, and it's always it seems going to fail anytime. I look at it in this way sometimes. It means that I have to have more solid plan. I am not only have ABC plan, backup plan, I have C D E F G plan. And all this plan able to switch anytime, more fast. Challenges makes me understand, like, to keep me survive actually, because I realized that it's the challenges makes me wants to make the system more complete in any situations. So if it's move everything, it's move my directions, it move my understanding, my research more solid, more concrete, and I get better sixth sense, and I act faster, and I'm able to come up good plan. That is something that I did not expect after I add these elements in my daily life. And of course, it triggers a lot of different emotions. That's the downside of it. Then I start to realize that why this type 891 people are so emotional. It seems like they're emotional as if like 2, 3, and 4. All of them are emotional, and also like 6, 7. I don't say that 5 don't have emotions. I realize that I have some emotions. It's because my needs are not fulfilled, and I don't even realize or acknowledge those needs. It's like needs to be seen, needs to be accepted, to have a place in the society. I never realized that I need that. You know, so it's a really good thing, and I think everybody should add this one. If you're an 891, I suggest you to add those elements, do those things that what the others, like the feeling center and the thinking center people, what they do, so that can make you to see the pictures much much better, and you can relate to people much better. Okay, so that's it for today. Recap. Today my topic is how I incorporate the action centered traits in me myself. What I've done is being spontaneous, like want to be seen, want to be acknowledged, want to be recognized. I want to survive, want to have a place, want to be accepted. Is this useful? What is the main trend? Okay, be in the main trend stream. Okay, project good image, uh, or the so-called image that the society want. Uh, I don't really do this one yet, but I will keep you guys updated once I add in something in this thing. I am more action oriented. I am able to get things done faster, and these are the results that I think it has a great impact on my life as a whole. More positive, able to come out from negative emotions, very quick in getting things done. My analysis become more sophisticated and useful, contributes better, and welcome more challenges, and enjoy the joy of the actions. And I hope that if you guys do the same thing as well, if you have any thoughts, or you yourself is the action oriented people, please give some comments, and yeah, like this video to see more updates of this kind of videos. Subscribe my channel. Thank you.